Sister Joyce was looking in the cupboards one day and she found all these instruments. And she said, "Oh, this is great. We've got to do something with them." So she decided to make this parade. And so she was there and she's directing the kids, and they're walking down around the courtyard out there and having a wonderful time.
You know, children like to do fun things, and so we always try to think of something creative for them. So to see the kids laugh, you know, I think it brings happiness and smiles and laughter to the parents also.
We're so blessed in the Diocese of Laredo at our Catholic Charities Humanitarian Center, La Frontera, to have the presence, the ministry, the joy of two religious women, Sister Joyce, Sister Roseanna. They are young at heart, but both of them are past retirement age.
Well, the first time that Sister Roseanna and I came to Laredo was April of 2021. LCWR, which is the Leadership Conference of Women Religious, they put out an SOS that Catholic Charities along the border really needed help if any sisters could give a couple of weeks.
So I said I would be willing to go. And then I found out that Sister Joyce from the Toledo area was going to go too. Sister Joyce is a very go-getter kind of person. When she gets an idea, she's going to get it done.
Sister Roseanna has tons of energy, even though she's in her 80s. You know, and I know that she has a heart for the people who speak Spanish and who are poor.
The Diocese of Laredo, located on the border with the United States and the Republic of Mexico, has always recognized that we live amidst two communities. And in that environment, we don't want to see each other as strangers.
The mission of La Frontera is really about hope. Hope for everybody that comes through our doors. So we make sure they have meals, a change of clothes, showering, a way to communicate with their families. If need be, then we have an overnight shelter for them. And they're usually here between 24, 48 hours. It's not about serving the migrants. It's about serving human beings. Human beings that have traveled, come into the United States, and are released to us legally.
Talking to civic leaders, talking to, on the border, federal officials of the United States, they commend what Catholic Charities are doing in our community, because we're helping them too, to make a community that is safe, to make a community that can prosper.
My responsibilities are filling in wherever there's a hole, you might say. I do help with sandwiches. I help make sure the lunch bags are ready to go. I make sure we have enough travel bags, enough diapers sorted, enough baby wipes sorted. I play with the kids, I color with the kids, I sort clothes, I hang up clothes, I give out shoes. So just a wide variety of things.
The first thing that I usually do is start making sandwiches. You put 8 breads in one layer, and then you put the bologna and the cheese. And some people do it differently and go cheese and bologna, but anyhow, it still turns out. The soup is made of some kind of pasta, and then we try to put some protein, which would be some meat. There's vegetables if we have them. For dinner, we usually try to get a different type of noodle, but it's very similar, and they're always in a bowl.
Both sisters give the shelter an atmosphere of home, of a caring female presence that says, we're here. Just as your mother, your grandmother, your aunt, your sister would welcome you into their home.
Every day, people line up for their food. So we say a little prayer, and since there are so many different religions, I start with just talking about God, and then I give them time to pray to God in whatever way they'd like. And so I wait a little bit, and I always try to get the little kids to fold their hands, and then they grin at me. That's the precious part. I close, and we thank God for the gifts of the food and the people that prepared it. And then we sing a song. So we really appreciate the donations that we get from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And they are the ones that send us the chocolate cake mix and the applesauce. So that's what I use, and water. So it's very easy. I'll often come out in the afternoon around 2 or 3 and call the kids to form a line, and I pass out the cupcakes to them. And then there's a couple big guys who get in line and they go, "Can I have one too?" So then I look around, nobody's watching. I say, "Okay, here."
I often ask about their journeys. They've had a hard journey because of walking through the jungles, the mountains, with very little food. And they get to our shelter unscathed. The other stories that I hear are being kidnapped, held for ransom, beaten, robbed. Until they get to our shelter, I do believe they feel some sort of safe and security.
As long as people are keeping coming across, I guess I'm gonna make sandwiches and put spoons in soup. And then give little hugs to kids and make more cupcakes. I think that's the most important thing, is that we realize that God is with us in everything that we do.
I like to think on what is engraved on the Statue of Liberty. Huddled masses yearning to be free. That's who I'm meeting out here. The social teachings of our Catholic Church. The primary one, the central one, is the human dignity of every person.